Sisyphus was the king of Corinth, but he was not remembered for courage or wisdom, only for cunning and deceit. He betrayed the secrets of the gods. He murdered guests who trusted his home, and he even tricked rulers of the underworld. One of his greatest offenses was against Zeus himself. When Zeus abducted the river god Asopus' daughter, Aegina, Sisyphus revealed the secret, in exchange for a fresh spring in Corinth. By exposing Zeus's affair, he broke the trust of the king of the gods, a crime that would ensure Zeus's wrath would one day fall upon him. But Sisyphus's arrogance went further. When Thanatos, the god of death, came to chain him, Sisyphus turned the trap on Thanatos, binding death instead. For a time, no mortal could die. Battles raged endlessly. Wounds festered. The world fell into chaos. At last, Ares, god of war, freed Thanatos, and Sisyphus was dragged into the underworld. But even there he found another trick. Before his death, Sisyphus told his wife not to bury him. "Leave my body unburied." In Hades, he claimed he must return to punish her disrespect, and Hades agreed. Back among the living, Sisyphus simply refused to return. He had cheated death a second time. But Zeus had seen enough. His punishment would last for eternity. Sisyphus was condemned to push a massive boulder up a steep mountain. With every ounce of his strength he climbed. On that first attempt, he came closer to the summit than he ever would again. But just before he reached the top, the stones slipped from his grasp and thundered back to the base. From that moment on, the climb would repeat, endless, hopeless, without reward. The myth of Sisyphus became a symbol of futility, of struggle with no end. Centuries later, the philosopher Albert Camus gave it new meaning. He saw in Sisyphus the human condition itself, endlessly striving in a world without clear purpose, and yet still choosing to push forward. That is the myth of Sisyphus, a king, a trickster, a man who cheated death, only to be trapped in struggle for all eternity. So what does the myth of Sisyphus mean for us, living today? Sisyphus's endless climb reminds us of the struggles we all face, the daily battles that seem to repeat without end. Work, grief, hardship, even the search for meaning itself. And yet, the myth doesn't end in despair. Camus saw Sisyphus as defiant, a man who chooses to push forward, even when the gods stacked the world against him. That is why these ancient stories still matter. They are not just echoes of the past, they are mirrors of the present. Reminders that even in futility, there can be strength. And that perseverance itself can become its own kind of victory.